Deniece Barnes, host of Differences, the radio magazine show that keeps you in the know about entertainment, health, food, fashion, lifestyle, and community affairs. Differences airs live each Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Nashville's heritage station, WVOL 1470 AM. I actually began my broadcasting career as a receptionist at the Nashville Pride newspaper in Nashville, Tennessee. Afterwards, I began my broadcasting career with Middle Tennessee Employment Weekly, and I co-hosted an employment radio show named Employment Talk Live. And this show actually aired at the Common Station on WNSG Radio in Nashville, Tennessee. I became affiliated with WVOL in 2008 when I assisted Reverend T.J. Graham on his daily live talk show, Open Forum. I produced the show as well as booked guests, and I also served as an interim host in Reverend Graham's place from January 2008 until February 2009. Upon Reverend Graham's return, I was offered a magazine show that keeps you in the know about entertainment, health, food, fashion, lifestyle, and community affairs. At this time, I am in my fashion segment, and I want to talk a little bit to the tall women. There are so many myths out there about fashion. I was offered by the owner of WVOL, Mr. John Heidelberg, to host the weekly Sunday show for the community affairs segment, airing live. That's when I began my radio magazine show named Differences, and I must. Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Differences, the radio magazine show that keeps you in the know about entertainment, health, food, fashion, lifestyle, and community affairs. I am your host, Deniece Barnes, and remember, Differences streams live each Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Nashville's heritage station, WVOL. You can also see Differences book review if you would enter our website at WVOL1470.com, click on the Personalities tab, my name, Deniece Barnes, and Crosswind Media advertising link. I hope you enjoy it. Now sit back, relax, and get rejuvenated on Nashville's heritage station, WVOL 1470. I hope everyone is having a great evening, and again, I would like to say thanks to all of my loyal supporters. You are greatly appreciated. Please know that. So again, we've got a great show on today. I want you to let your family and friends know to tune in to us and get ready for this great show. And after the break, we'll get started. Stay tuned to Differences on the mighty 146. 1470.com. At this time, we are in my segment, my entertainment segment, and I want everyone to know that I have began a series titled All That Jazz during my entertainment segment, and I'm searching for up-and-coming jazz artists. And on the lines with me today is Miss Coley Williams. Miss Williams resides in Washington, D.C., and she actually sings and songwrites. She recently got rave reviews in Atlanta when she performed at the International Soul Music Summit at the request of creator Terry Bello. Miss Coley Williams, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time to interview with me on this evening. I wanted to talk to you about your jazz CD. I love it. I have been listening to it. I will be featuring it on my show today. What, Miss Williams, inspired you to sing jazz?
Well, I want to say, first of all, that I would like to call it urban jazz. It's kind of a mix of R&B jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up mostly with R&B in the home. My mom listened to, you know, the OJs, the Stylists, all of that.
Uh-huh.
But I would say when I first heard Billie Holiday,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I was like, wow, okay, I can do that, and I connect with that. And that's when I started leaning towards singing in that style.
Uh-huh.
You said it really clear.
And as I mentioned, now the creator Terry Bello actually performed at the International Soul Music Summit.
Yes.
Per his request. What was that like?
Oh, that was exciting and nerve-wracking.
I'll bet.
Yeah, it was, to go to, you know.
And I must credit the show to the producer, Sedgewick Lloyd. It was actually his idea because he felt the need for a variation type of a show that entailed entertainment, health, food, fashion, lifestyle, and community affairs, because there was actually not a radio show in that venue. So that's how the idea came about. Differences debuted in February of 2009. And again, as I mentioned, we're almost at our year's reunion. And I am happy to be a host of the show, and I'm very happy for all of my loyal supporters. Again, the show, I interviewed national guests. I've interviewed acclaimed guests such as Ruth McClanahan, Blanche from the Golden Girls. I've also had the pleasure of speaking with Bernadette Stannis, who's an author. She's also Thelma from Good Times. She's the author of Situations 101. And back to Ruth McClanahan, she's the author of the book My First 5 Husbands. And I've also had the pleasure of interviewing various doctors, such as Dr. Charles Hooks, the author of the book, The 9 Healthy Months. And I have also had the honor of interviewing author, businessman, and motivational speaker Stedman Graham. Just a whole lot of interviews that I am so happy to have spoken with so many different authors, doctors, as well as celebrities. So again, Differences airs live each Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we also stream via the worldwide internet at www.WVOL1470.com. You can also look me up on Facebook at Deniece Barnes, and I also Twitter at Deniece LaSalle. So again, tune in each Sunday from 5 to 7